Hey, this is Carl. I'm back on the 74 Ramcharger. Today I came down here. It's as you can see over my back, it's kind of a dreary, cold April 5th, and what I wanted to try to do today, I was going to talk about what I've got on the fuel tank, and also I want to take this bumper off. I've kind of worked on the bolts and I've sprayed the heck out of it with that stuff, and I've turned on them before. There's my breaker bar. I've turned on them before, but I just haven't gotten anywhere with it, so I thought I'd take another stab at it with my impact wrench. Although that impact wrench doesn't have much, doesn't seem like it's got much guts to it. Alright, so here's the tank. This is the status of the tank. This one came off pretty slick, and that is gonna, I got this piece. This piece is gonna go like this. That's gonna go like that, hopefully. I don't know if the holes, I haven't checked to see if the holes match up or anything, but that is the one that was on here was rusted and cracked through. My finger comes out of that. Rusted and cracked, and so I got that replacement. All right, this part, this was the sending unit, and I ended up breaking two or three of those, and I ended up cutting the rest of them off with my Dremel. And now I've got a very uneven surface here. And I hope that's not going to be too much of a problem. What I've got for that is this. Let's see. Oh, it's stuck. I've got this. No idea if that's going to fit in there. Oh, yep. That goes like that. So that piece is going to go there. And do these? I can't use the same holes. I will not be able to use, that's sitting on the bottom. I will not be able to use the same holes, but I'm going to rotate it, and drill new holes, and rethread them. I saw a guy on YouTube do that. This thing is really a little bit too long. Let's see. A little bit too long. But there's still stuff in it, like residue and gunk and things that have fallen in there and all that. So my plan is, what I wanted this piece for the sending unit for the gas gauge. And then I've got the tank's ink, and I got this piece, and you cut that. There's a lot of adjustments to make. You cut that to fit, and it came with this kit came with a new pump, internal pump, and all that will function with electronic fuel injection. So that's the plan there. I've forgotten what's in that. I ordered this thing. They were advertising these things for $10, so I picked that up. I thought that seemed like it'd be handy to have around. This is the 4.5-inch hole saw to cut the tank to accommodate that piece, and the pump. And my plan is to have all of these attachments reattached to the tank, to the fuel tank. This one I'm going to plug the supply, and probably just use the vent, use the return line connected to this. Actually, what my plan is, I'm going to connect this one at first, because I've got the 5.2 V8 in there. It kind of works. It needs to be pulled. It needs to be pulled out, replace the freeze plugs that have given out, and see how that See what that does. It's when I started it, when I bought the truck, it sounded okay. I never was able to get it started again, and in part because I didn't want to, with the freeze plugs just burping out coolant. So anyway, my thought was I would connect these initially to try to run the truck, but eventually I want to be electronic fuel injection, ACES system or something like that. So I needed an internal fuel pump that would operate with the electronic fuel injection, and that's what I'll have here. And I'll block this line off and won't be connected until I'm ready to go with the fuel injection. So, anyway, that's the plan. I've got a new fuel line here. I'm gonna have to put together. I'm gonna put that back in that. Today, one of the things I want to make sure of is that I'm gonna have adequate space underneath the truck where this connects, adequate space to install that piece and the lines. I think I will. And you know, I half wonder if I shouldn't cut that out and take out that one that has the bad pieces, but I don't have the underside connection for this thing, so I'm not sure. And there's a metal piece that's built into this tank that the screws will go into. So if I drill holes right here and then rethread them, I should be able to simply screw into that. That's the plan. Let's see, what else? I picked up some stainless steel strips here that I'm going to use for the fuel straps to hold the tank back into the truck. And right now I'm going to get underneath here and let's see. What a rusted mess this is, honestly. What am I thinking? This is a little nuts. All right, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's a little dark here. Here's the bumper. This is the bumper bracket that connects. This is rusted. That piece is rusted. Everything's rusted to heck. You don't really have, I don't think, oh yeah, you got access over on this side to that one, to the back side of that one. It's just a rusted clump. Oh my gosh. Oh. There it is right there. That's the back side. And I have sprayed the heck out of these. There's the back side of that one. This one's a little tougher to get back in there. The second one's a little tougher to get a hold of. But I've got a nice replacement bumper to put in. That's the intake fuel line. That is, I don't know what that is. Well, that's part of what was left from the sending unit. Another connector that is disintegrated, as is this, and this is probably return vent. Yeah, and I'm not going to be in a hurry to put that. I'm not going to be in a hurry to put that tank back in. I'm really at this point or stage where I just want to take things apart and then see what I can replace with better stuff. Here's the differential. This is what it looks like underneath the back part. This bed part is badly rusted and has holes in it. All right, so I'm gonna get my impact wrench and I'm gonna spray some oil, some PB Blaster on there, and see if I can get started on this. All right, having a low power day today. My battery went dead on my GoPro. Anyway, this is how this is gonna fit. This will go like that. I'll trim that down to length. This will go there. And like I showed earlier, this piece go there. With that, I should have a reconditioned fuel tank. I guess I'll replace that. Probably just plug that hole up. I don't think I need it because I believe I've got returns, vent, supply. I'll have another vent on this one. These two, my thought is I'm gonna use these as long as I have the 318 in that. I'll run these lines, but plug them and not connect them to power so they won't be pumping until I can do the swap that I'm planning on doing. Anyway, well, that's it for today. And the status of where I'm at right now. Next thing is going to be finish taking that bumper off and finish putting the fuel tank back together. All right, thanks for watching.